Let me ask you about your position to exclude Russia from the G8. How are you going to get that done? Every other G8 nation is against it.
Well, you have to take positions whether other nations agree or not, because you have to do what's best for America.
Got some visitors here.
And the world. That's Sam. Look at Russia's actions in the last week or so. He'll get out.
He'll get out. He'll be fine.
In the last week or so, look at Russia's actions. They cut back on their oil supplies to the Czechs because the Czechs made an agreement with us. They have now thrown out or forced out BP out of Russia. And by the way, a lot of us thought that might happen. They continue to put enormous pressures on Georgia in many ways. They're putting pressure on Ukraine. They are blocking action in the United Nations Security Council on Iran.
But how is kicking them out of the G8 going to make that better? We need them to help secure nuclear weapons. We need them to help contain Iran. If you kick them out, it's going to make it harder, isn't it?
We need to improve their behavior. We need to make them realize that the G8 was founded basically countries that are democratic, have our values and our goals and shared principles, and President Putin and his government, former President Putin, and now Prime Minister Putin has taken his country down a path that I think is very harmful.
You still think he's in charge?
Oh yes, I am confident. Yes, I believe that he's in charge, and I don't think he would have chosen his successor if he didn't think he would remain in charge.
Well, let me get back to the original question.
They become an autocracy.
Because President Medvedev says this proposal isn't even serious. So I go back. How are you going to exclude Russia from the G8 when every other country is against it?
I will stand up for what I think is the best for the United States of America and the world. The way that Ronald Reagan went to Berlin and said, tear down this wall. And they said, oh, he's a cowboy, he's going to make relations worse, he shouldn't say that. And yet, we wanted the wall down. We want better Russian behavior internationally. And we have every right to expect it. And I will do what I can to see that they reverse many of the behavior patterns which have really been very unhelpful to peace in the world.
What is your position on gay adoption? You told the New York Times you were against it, even in cases where the children couldn't find another home, but then your staff backtracked a bit. What is your position?
My position is it's not the reason why I'm running for President of the United States, and I think that two-parent families are best for America.
What do you mean by that? It's not the reason you're running for President of the United States?
Well, I think that it is important for us to emphasize family values, but I think it's very important that we understand we have other challenges too. I'm running for President of the United States because I want to help with family values, and I think that family values are important when we have two-parent families that are parents that are the traditional family.
But there are several 100,000 children in the country who don't have a home, and if a gay couple wants to adopt them, what's wrong with that?
I am for the values that two-parent families, the traditional family, represents.
So you're against gay adoption?
I am for the values and principles that two-parent families represent, and I also do point out that many of these decisions are made by the states, as we all know, and I will do everything I can to encourage adoption, to encourage all of the things that keeps families together, including educational opportunities, including a better economy, job creation. And I'm running for president because I want to help families in America, and one of my positions is that I believe that that family values and family traditions are preserved.
Opponents of affirmative action are trying to get a referendum on the ballot here that would do away with affirmative action. Do you support that?
Yes, I do. I do not believe in quotas, but I have not seen the details of some of these proposals, but I've always opposed
But the
quotas.
one here in Arizona you support?
I support it, yes.